We have new information tonight on an IT-Mate investigation we brought you earlier this week. Less than 24 hours after our story about mysterious dust that covered a small Morgan County town aired, the dust returned.
Yeah, IT-Mate's Richard Essex has been working on this story, joins us now with the very latest. Richard?
Well, since December, a sandy dust-like material has covered the town of Bethany Park at least 3 times. And as we showed you in an I-Team investigation this week, the source of the dust is coming from a specialized concrete plant. The owners of the plant promised to reduce the problem, but yesterday, guess what? The dust returned. Thursday afternoon, Buford Meade stepped outside of his shop and was hit right in the face with sand. You can hardly believe it's happening again. This is at least the 3rd time since late December.
We was out there outside probably about 2 or 3 hours ago, and we noticed that something was spraying in our face. So I was kind of like, what is that? And then we kind of started looking on the cars, and there it is again. The trampoline in the backyard for his kids is covered. The basketball goal in the driveway is covered. The same for one of his work trucks.
It's not like a dirt, or it's more like sand. And if you see it, I mean, it's just like that. You can see it right here. You see this is white, and this is on top of. That's what it is. And it's not dirt, it's sand.
Meade and others in Bethany Park fear that they have inhaled this sandy-like substance. A few weeks ago, he was diagnosed with pneumonia.
We're worried about our kids, you know, and if we're not here to protect them, who's going to? And then, like, you know, how they going to be 15, 20, 30 years down the road? You know, I like to see my grandkids. I like to be here, you know what I mean? So without knowing exactly what's happening, it kind of puts a question mark up there, like, what's going to happen?
The sandy, gritty dust is coming from Arcosa Lightweight, a specialty concrete company about a half-mile south of town. On Thursday, the usually busy plant was silent. A company spokesperson sent a text message to IT-Mate that said that one of the kilns at the facility was down. He also said there was no dust in the air.
Hit your face. It's like a mist. Like, you can just sit there and just, you know, and you're like, So, and you're like, you can actually feel it.
The company recently told IT-Mate that they are working to reduce significant violations reported to IDEM and are working with both the state and residents to mitigate any further releases of dust. Danny Miller has lived in Bethany Park his entire life and considered Arcosa a pretty decent neighbor until recently.
I feel like the state's not going to pursue them to keep up on their equipment and do what they're supposed to be doing.
Miller has also recently been diagnosed with breathing problems.
I went to the doctor and got checked out this week. I'm having issues with the oxygen level that my lungs are producing.
The town of Bethany Park at this point is not preparing any legal action against the company. They just want the dust in their town to stop. Several people in town have serious concerns about the long-term health effects of breathing this sandy dust-like material. I did talk to IDEM today, and they're not able to give us any kind of an update on their investigation. Now, I-Team-8 did reach out to an Arcosa spokesperson several times today for an explanation. At this point, he has not responded. In the studio, Richard Essex, I-Team-8.